Okay, hello. This is Natalie. I will be sharing with you guys today um, a an artifact I found, a tool called Quill, which is a grammar website. It works with students to improve their grammar, to improve how they write. Maybe they are pretty good at the grammar, but could use a little help varying their vocabulary choice, things like that. It's a great way from K through 12 to improve students' writing as a whole. And so you have to log in, create a username, and it's free unless you want to upgrade to premium. So the lesson that I planned is for fifth grade, and it is a lesson on conjunctions in time. And how it works too with Quill is that it has an assessment tool as you go through the lesson. So they're all different lessons. You can do like formal assessments based off a lesson you already did. You can do informal assessments while your lesson's going on, and a lot of the lessons already have the informal assessments going while you're doing the lesson. So I'll kind of show you how that works if that doesn't make sense. So here's one of the home stories. So there's Quill Lessons, Quill Connect, Quill Diagnostic, and they all have, different tools and things you can use, good information on how it works, testimonials, things like that. Oh, one other thing to note is that students under 13 would need permission from their parents to be able to log on to here, because you do need to have their names in here to use the assessment tool. But the website does not use their names for anything else. So here's some information on Quill Lessons. So classified interactive activities, which is what we're going to be doing. The teacher will lead the lesson. There's a slideshow that you will have to do. The students will also have to be on their own computers while you're doing the slideshow so that they can answer the questions. And then we'll be discussing the students' answers, so you can use that information to identify students for small groups, use the information to see if students are struggling, if they get it, if maybe they get it but could use a little bit more help. So there's a lot of information you can use from the assessments that are given. And there are three, what do I want to say, like 3 levels that students can be. So green would be, above or at grade level, yellow would be almost to grade level, and red would be needs intervention. So you can tell right away from the assessments whether your students need a little bit more help or guidance in their answers. And also, even if students are green, I think it would be beneficial to review their answers and just make sure that whatever Quill thinks is a good answer is also what you think is a good answer. So we're going to go into the lesson. So I had already clicked on Try Quill Lessons Now and gotten to a different page where you can choose your grade level and which lesson you want to do. So I'll click on here. So this is the teacher view of the lesson you're going to be doing. So as I said, conjunctions of time, and here are some examples there. So here is the PowerPoint that the students are going to see, and then on this side, this will be the teacher's lesson, the teacher's notes. So the students will not see this half of the screen. What they will be seeing is this as a PowerPoint on them. So on the teacher's side, it says exactly what you need to go through with the students. And then it gives you an optional follow-up activity at the end. So you do not have to do this at the end, but if you think your students need some more help, you can do the time conjunctions review, which is also a tool right on this website. It also talks about right here the Common Core standards that it covers and prerequisites. So there are no prerequisites. So right here, as if I was a teacher giving this lesson, I would click next slide, and you can see that now this just slid down to the first slide, basically, of your PowerPoint, and what the teacher's going to say when they're on this slide. There is a customized option, so if you do want to customize your PowerPoint, you can. So let's just pretend I'm clicking next slide. So we get down all the way to slide 4 right here. So you can see right here on slide 4 what we're talking about over here, and then what the students are going to see. So based off of the information that you had just reviewed in these slides, examples of the words, how to use these conjunctions of time in the sentence, then the students will have to tell you, what is one reason to use time, order, joining words in your writing instead of using two shorter sentences? So that is something we should have already talked about. As a teacher, I should prepare beforehand and make sure we talk about this before this comes up. So the students will type their answer here, and boom, they'll submit it, and that will go into their assessment part. You can see right here, as it's live, it says 0 students have answered. In a real class setting, all of your students would be on here, and you can see when everyone is done to be able to go to the next slide. So another one where the students would combine sentences. So the word is provided there, connect these two sentences, and it goes all the way down to the end. So you can see all of these slides over here are talking about different ways that you can use these words. So at the end, there's a wrap-up slide. The teacher can read on here on this side what sorts of things the students should have learned. And then if you feel that the students need to do that individualized lesson plan, you can pull that up for them at the end. And what's great about this is that at the end, all these answers that the students were typing, where it says type your answer here, there will be an assessment that pops up telling you, names of the students, how the students did, if they were green, if they were yellow, if they were red. So if there's a lot of yellow or red, you may need to review information again. If there's a lot of green, that's great, but you should also maybe review how the students answered just to make sure they answered how you wanted them to. So that is my artifact, and I think this would be a great way for students there are more advanced slides too, so their lesson plans show, they have to think of ways that they need to join these sentences. So it's creative for them on how they want to write, and then Quill provides them suggestions for maybe how they can improve their writing. Thank you.